British backpacker in Australia killed by Frenchman who was obsessed with her. A backpacking trip went horribly wrong for a 21-year-old Briton when she was stabbed to death by a French national in Australia on Tuesday. The suspect, identified as 29-year-old Samil Ayad, was reportedly shouting Allahu Akbar when police arrested him. Maya Alif Chung met Samil Ayad, a self-proclaimed kickboxing champion, at a hostel in northern Queensland. Witnesses say Ayad told others that he and Mia were deeply in love and married. Ayad flew into a rage when he found out that Mia did not feel the same way about him. He stabbed her multiple times with a knife while shouting Allahu Akbar. As many as 30 backpackers saw the attack and some tried to stop it. Ayad stabbed a hostel employee in the leg and severely wounded a British backpacker, Tom Watson. He was finally restrained in a group effort by backpackers and the Australian Federal Police. Australian Federal Police Commander Sharon Cowden said they would be working with their overseas counterparts to determine if the attack was related to terrorism.
Concerns are raised about internet security following a recent string of outages. Technological problems at some of the United States' biggest companies have raised concerns about the vulnerabilities of many of our internet-based systems. As the New York Stock Exchange tweeted yesterday, the issues were not the result of a cyber breach, but the problems have still ignited fears about cybersecurity in the U.S. A series of technical issues that cropped up on Wednesday grounded United Airlines flights for several hours, downed the Wall Street Journal's website, and halted trade in the New York Stock Exchange. Many of the world's systems are increasingly internet-reliant. Problems with the internet are inevitable, and there's always a potential for broken codes, human error, and cyber attacks that disrupt with the system. However, the Los Angeles Times reports that many companies spend as little as 6% of their IT budget on security, leaving their systems vulnerable to issues. To better protect their system, a company could use 2 internet providers rather than one, with one serving as the backup. The company could also increase their security budget and train employees on how to handle internet failures quickly. While Wednesday's outages are not the result of cyber breaches, some people have expressed their disbelief. In any case, the issue has highlighted the large holes in a nation's technology infrastructure. ISIS fired chemical mortar shells in Iraq and Syria. The Islamic State has apparently fired chemical mortars in both Iraq and Syria in June, according to research published on Friday. ISIS has reportedly launched at least 3 chemical attacks in Mosul Dam, Iraq, and Hasakah City in Talbrak in Syria last month. Researchers said the chemical agent was most probably chlorine-based. The mortar released a yellow gas with a strong odor of rotten onions and stained the ground with an olive-green liquid that turned golden yellow after exposure to sunshine. Kurdish fighters exposed to the gas experienced burning sensations in eyes, nose, throat, and severe headaches, as well as nausea. Researchers said that these attacks were test cases and warned that similar attacks are likely to happen in the future.
Women wanted for sexual abuse after forcibly twerking on man. Police are looking for 2 women who were caught on camera sexually abusing a man in a gas station convenience store in D.C. The incident happened on October 7th with 2 scantily clad women attempting to pull moves on a guy in broad daylight. The man is on his phone waiting in line when the woman in front suddenly backs up and twerks all over him, like she's been possessed by Miley. He moves away, but in no time, a second woman comes up trying to grope him, making a move towards his money and phone. She tries repeatedly to touch him, even attempting a kiss, but the man seems to want no part of it and squirms away from her. Both women are facing third-degree sexual abuse charges, which comes with a maximum fine of $100,000 and up to 10 years in prison.